Okay, so this, and I think I have a couple of, this is just basic information. This is concerning Sophia Franklin, who is missing out of Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. Does have Arkansas ties. Gary Day is a resident of Arkansas, and last I heard, they could be in Arkansas, they could be in Missouri, because I believe Missouri has now put out an Amber Alert for Sophia. There is an Amber Alert still in Arkansas for Sophia. But on the very left hand of the slide is Gary Day, 40-year-old white male, 5'7" tall, 165 pounds, with balding blonde hair and green eyes. He is known to be and Sophia is 3 months pregnant. Gary Day is known to be the father of the unborn child. The middle there, the red, is Sophia Martha Franklin. She is just 16 years old. She is a white female, 5'9" tall, 100 trying to read this little writing, 186 pounds, brown hair, blue eyes. Like I said, she is 3 months pregnant. And on the very right of the slide is the car, the 2014 black Buick LaCrosse that they're believed to be traveling in. Could have a Pennsylvania license plate, could have an Arkansas license plate, could have a totally different license plate by now. But just be on a lookout for 2014 black Buick LaCrosse with either Pennsylvania, especially if it has a Pennsylvania or an Arkansas license plate. So that is the basic information. Yeah, creepy. Yeah, very creepy. And I'm telling you, like I said earlier, for anybody who wasn't here, I did go onto the publicly available where you can get Arkansas court documents, and he has had previous convictions for harming children, his own children. One was 4 months old. One was 4 years old, I believe. He does have a history of luring young girls. Yes, it is a sickening case, Dandy. Absolutely. Hey, Sunday Doodles. Hello. Good to have you here. Good to have you here. Good to see you. That's one way to put it. JP says, "What the almighty donuts without sprinkles?" Yeah, this case is so let me find the articles I have. Oh, I hope I didn't so here is let me go back over here. And so the other day, her mother actually did release, let's see, I'm going to make this bigger on my screen so I can read it. In an article the other day, her mother did release, I believe this picture here on this slide, it was taken on February 1st. I believe one of the last pictures that was taken of her shows her with wearing glasses with lighter colored hair. And her mother did give some information that had not been released previously. It says Franklin's mother sent out some more information that was not in the original Amber Alert in hopes of finding Sophia. It says she is wearing glasses. It says she does not look pregnant right now. It says that she has been dealing with hives on her arms, legs, and even her face. Her eye makes an involuntary movement when she chews. She has been struggling with morning sickness. And it said that she has been wearing a rose gold ring with a pink heart-shaped gem on her left hand. Now, I don't know if this was a gift from Gary Day, or if it was because it said that she had just been recently wearing it, or if it was maybe something her family had given her. So that is some information that has not been yes, absolutely, Paula. The suspect, Gary Day, is the father of the baby. Absolutely. Let's see what else I had. Her parents also released a public statement the other day. They said Sophie has been, and this was one day last week or this weekend. Sophie has been gone for a week. We don't know what to do other than wait and pray. It's a torment. Her absence is felt every moment. There is so much on the horizon for you, Sophie. Hard things, yes, but good things too. And your family is here for all of it. We aren't going anywhere. We just need you to come back. Your value is not found in how much money you make, how hard you work, or even the affirmation of others. Sophie, you are a soul made by God and fully known by God and entirely loved by God. You are a gift to us. For all our family and friends, thank you. Please don't stop sharing. Sophie needs to be home. Please let law enforcement know if you think of anything that might be significant in getting her back. So that was her family statement that she released. I'll leave this up here with, once again, the picture on the left is either the last picture or one of the last known pictures that was taken February 1st before she disappeared. Yes, hold on. There it is. JP says, sounds like she was conned into leaving home. Yeah, Miss Barb says, it is tormenting. Yes, definitely red flag city. All right. Yes, he is hideous. If I get, okay, let me, this article is from the New York Post, is from the 12th. So about 5 days ago. I'm about to knock my camera off again. Hold on. Okay. Parents of missing 16-year-old feared taken by man who impregnated her, opens up about their torment. Actually, I think I'm going to share the screen because it does have some more pictures of Sophie. So let me take that down and that down. Okay. Let me share my screen because it does have pictures of both Sophie and Gary Day. So let me see if I can get it to share. It's trying. No, it is one car with either a Pennsylvania, well, either known to be either a Pennsylvania license plate or an Arkansas license plate, unless they have changed, he has changed it once again. But they know for sure it had a Pennsylvania plate at one time. He switched it, yes, he switched it to an Arkansas plate apparently, and he could have changed it again, unfortunately. All right, come on, everything's being slow. Oh, it's an ad, no wonder. Get out of there. Okay. So parents of missing 16-year-old fear taken by man who impregnated her open up about their torment. The parents of Sophia Franklin, a Wisconsin teen believed to have been abducted by a man who got her pregnant, have opened up about the pain of not hearing from her in more than a week. And there is a picture of her. Now, this is a picture I had not seen before. So there's another picture of her with lighter colored hair. Authorities believe that Franklin, 16, is with Gary Day, 40, the father of her unborn child, despite living more than 700 miles away in Arkansas, according to an Amber Alert issued on February 3rd that remains in effect. Gary Day, was charged last week with 2 counts of abduction of a child, 2 counts of child enticement. While he does not face charges for impregnating her because the age of consent in Arkansas is 16. Now, I don't know how, well, it does explain here. He does have a history of harming children. He is on probation for endangering a child, his own children. Her parents, Sophie's parents said in their statement on Facebook, quote, "There is so much on the horizon for you, Sophie. Hard things, but good things too, and your family is here for all of it. We aren't going anywhere. We just need you to come back." The teen's parents urged others to alert law enforcement to any information they may have that could help bring their daughter home. Once again, from their statement, it says, quote, "Your value is not found in how much money you make, how hard you work, or even the affirmation of others. Sophia, you are a soul made by God, fully known by God, entirely loved by God. You are a gift to us." And this is the, for lack of a better word, scumbag, Gary Day, the predator abductor. Here is another picture of Sophie. If the ads will go, okay. The ads keep popping, or the thing keeps popping up in front of it. So Gary Day is thought to have driven some 700 miles from his home in Cabot, Arkansas, which actually is not that far from where I live. Probably about a 15 to 20 minute drive from where I'm at to Cabot. I have spent a lot of time in Cabot. When I was doing home health caregiving, I did a lot of work with clients in Cabot. So he drove 700 miles from his home in Cabot, Arkansas, to snatch the teen from her family's Wisconsin home, according to police. The teen, who is 3 months pregnant, somehow secretly stayed with Day at his home for the last 6 months of last year, 2024, while her family thought that she was with a friend close to them in Beaver Dam. Now, I just don't understand. Once again, no blaming, shaming, absolutely not. I mean, was this friend helping hide the fact that she was, I mean, she had to have been, hiding the fact that Sophia was actually 700 miles away in Arkansas when all this time her family thought that she was with this friend in Beaver Dam. It's just infuriating. So Sophia was found in December of 2024 by officers, and I believe this is in Arkansas, conducting a probation check on Day, who noticed someone running out the back door, which was Sophie. After Sophia was brought back home, Gary Day began bombarding her with messages starting on January 26th, threatening to harm himself because they were apart. And this is according to the Journal Sentinel. And then here's the picture that has been circulating that's on the posters, the missing Amber Alert posters. Oh, this case just makes me sick. So Sophia went missing again last week after a man appearing to be Gary Day was spotted on a doorbell camera near her family's home, officials said. Police described Sophia, once again a white female, 5'9" tall, weighing about 186 pounds, with brown hair and blue eyes. Once again, Franklin and Day are likely traveling in a 2014 black Buick LaCrosse, though police stressed that they were switching out license plates. So once again, it could be a Pennsylvania license plate, it could be an Arkansas license plate, or who knows. So once again, anyone with information is asked to call 888-304-3936 or 911. So let me take this down, and I will put the slide back up. I do have a couple more articles. Oh, no, wrong one. I want to put that one back up. So we have let me get caught up in your comments right quick. Yeah, I think I answered this, but no, yeah, one car, the black Buick LaCrosse with either Pennsylvania license plate, Arkansas license plate. yeah, so either way, they're, yeah, most likely fictitious plates. Hey, Klein, welcome, sir. Good to have you here. Please do check out Missing Black People, The Forgotten. Excellent channel, and Mr. Klein does an excellent job. And yes, he is right. I'm assuming you're referring to Gary Days. Klein says he is a piece of crap. I wholeheartedly agree. JP says he is a sicko maniac. Oh, I might bring up, I'm not going to put him on screen because it has the children's name and the addresses and such. Just to what he did to this piece of crap did to his own children. As far as I know, unless something has come out lately, I don't think he has changed cars. Now, he could have, but I searched for the most recent articles. Oh, everything turned blue on me. Yes, Klein says you have to be a sick individual. Absolutely. Yes, he is definitely a stalker predator, JP. Apparently, he likes to stalk young girls and abuse his own children. It's possible. JP says he must have been picked on by girls in school. Yeah, Dandy says he is screwed when they find him. Absolutely. Chris says he needs to be facing charges of impregnating her. Yeah, but most likely if she spent those, what they say, the last few months of 2024 here in Arkansas, most likely is when she got pregnant. The age of consent here in Arkansas is 16. So technically, even though in my mind, in my opinion, it is wrong, technically it is not illegal because of the age of consent here in Arkansas. Paula, it is Central Arkansas. Cabot is northeast of Little Rock. So it is in Central Arkansas. Like I said, a Cabot is 15 or 20-minute drive from where I live. I know Cabot very well, very well. Yeah, Dandy says age of consent in Wisconsin is 18. Yeah, but like I said, if they think that she was most likely got pregnant here in Arkansas, age of consent is 16. Yep, JP says he took advantage of her innocent naivety. We'll put it that way. Absolutely. Yep, that's one way to put it. He's definitely something. Yes, she is from Beaver Dam, Wisconsin, Dandy. That is where she lives. But he drove 700 miles from Arkansas up to where she lives and brought her down here to Arkansas. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Somebody can. I need to give Klein. Hold on. Let me. I thought I'd given Klein a wrench. I think Klein does have a wrench. Yep, he does. But somebody else can post his link. Absolutely. I do that all the time, Dandy. I confuse myself all the time. Okay, so now there is, let me find the article, a nonprofit that is offering this is from one of our local news affiliate websites, katv.com. And it is from the 12th. Nonprofit is offering a $5,000 for information on missing teen at Center of Arkansas Amber Alert. A national nonprofit organization is offering a $5,000 reward for information related to a pregnant and missing Wisconsin teenager. who is at the center of an Amber Alert. 16-year-old Sophia Martha Franklin was last seen at her home in Beaver Dam, Wisconsin on Sunday, February 2nd. Authorities believe that Franklin could be in Arkansas with Cabot resident Gary F. Day. There is a no contact order between between Sophia and Gary Day. An Arkansas Amber Alert was issued for Sophia on Thursday, February 6th. Like I said, I believe there is now, somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, I think there is either an Amber Alert or a missing endangered alert in Missouri now, I believe. Now, the 1 in 5 Foundation for Kids has launched a multi-state independent search for Sophia. The organization is offering a reward of up to $5,000 for information related to finding Sophia. The reward money comes through the foundation's Crimes Against Students initiative. Once again, Sophia has been described as a white female, 5 foot 9 inches tall, 186 pounds, with blue eyes and brown hair. Once again, Gary Day, they're believed to be traveling in a 2014 black Buick LaCrosse with either Pennsylvania license plate KGW 5186 or Arkansas license plates BBR20L. Anyone with information regarding Sophia's whereabouts is urged to contact the Beaver Dam Police Department at 888-304-3936, or if you happen to see them anywhere, either alone or together, because in one of our local news reports on the TV, they said the other night, if you see them, one of them alone, wherever you're at, call 911. Call 911. Or if you see them together, definitely call 911. All right. Klein is Missing Black People Not Forgotten. That's Mr. Klein's channel. Sorry, Dandy, I forgot you hadn't been here in a minute. Yep, that is Mr. Klein. He has a wonderful, wonderful channel. Okay, Dandy's going to be right back. Yes, absolutely. JP says Gary Day has that kind of face you just want to punch. Yes, sir. Let me see. Let me see if I found an article, although I do have the court documents. I did download them. Let me go back. Thank you, Miss Dandy. Yes, there is Klein's link. Thank you so much, Miss Dandy. I'm punching on my keyboard. I did find an article. I didn't save it. Okay, maybe this will work. Okay, so this article, let me see. Let me make sure this is the one I'm looking at. Okay. So this article is from WBAY.com. Just some background information on the scumbag here. And this is from February 6th of 2025. New details about 40-year-old Gary Day are coming from law enforcement in Arkansas. He and missing 16-year-old Sophia Franklin of Beaver Dam are at the center of an Amber Alert that has now extended to Arkansas. Day lives in Lonoke County, Arkansas, and as the search continues for the pair, we are learning more about Day's extensive criminal history. It has been more than 72 hours since the family has heard from 16-year-old Sophia Franklin. She and her unborn child are believed to be with 40-year-old Gary Day of Arkansas. Charges were filed in Dodge County, and I believe that's in, I don't recognize that county. I'm assuming that's in Wisconsin, for abduction. Yeah, because he took her from her house, or she left with him, this time from his house, her house, for abduction of a child and child enticement. Let's get down to his. The criminal complaint details that Franklin and Day began communicating online last April through multiple devices. By late July, Day picked up Sophia, and by August 1st, the two were in Arkansas. Sheriff John Staley of Lonoke County says that officers did a probation check on Day in December. They found Sophia at his home. Sheriff Staley says, when we got there, somebody ran out of the back door, and the Austin patrol officer caught her, and it turned out she was a juvenile from Beaver Dam. It was Sophia. Gary Day was charged with interference with child custody and contributing to the delinquency of a minor. Sophia did return home after, but on Monday, Franklin's father reported her missing again after camera footage caught her getting into a vehicle with a person believed to be Gary Day. In 2019, so this is going back to his previous charges of his, against his own children. In 2019, Day was charged with endangering the welfare of a minor, first degree, after it was reported that his 4-month-old son, oh, I forgot to put trigger warning for anybody, trigger warning, it doesn't involve children. It was reported his 4-month-old son broke his femur in Independence County. Doctors noticed more bruising and fractures consistent with blunt force trauma. So if I remember correctly from the story that they gave from reading the court documents was that somehow this 4-month-old child's leg got caught in the drain of a sink, which they did go to the house after somebody. I'll have to go back to I may do a separate recorded video reading his court documents. But they did a welfare check, or they took him to the hospital. The story was that just this little 4-month-old baby's leg just accidentally got caught in this drain sink, but when they went to the house, it was impossible because it had the guards on it where nothing could go. They checked all the sinks, bathroom sinks, kitchen sinks. There was no way that this child's leg could have got down any of the sink drains in the house, basically. But that was the story that he gave. Apparently his wife backed him on it. So a new petition in the case claims that Day broke several bond conditions, including lying about his relationship with a minor from Beaver Dam, which is Sophia. Sheriff Staley said, I was shocked that this man is in Wisconsin again. I'll tell you this, that his family, his mother, tried to report him as missing, and when we got that call is when we were already working with Wisconsin police. So in 2023, Gary Day was charged with domestic battery in the 2nd degree for injuries related to his then 4-year-old son, and this is in Arkansas and Lonoke County. Sheriff Staley says the prosecutor's office is actively looking at all of Day's cases. Sheriff Staley said, quote, Gary Day needs to come see us. He needs to turn himself in, go to his local law enforcement. He can come here if it's close by. He needs to turn himself in. Our goal is to get her home safe, and we have done it once. We're going to do it again, or try to do it again. So yeah, this guy is a real piece of work, And I believe with the 4-year-old, Let me see if I can get court documents. Okay, let's see. Let's say I'm not going to put these on screen. I may do a separate video and so I can blur out the children's names and the address. So this is in reference to the 4-month-old. So once again, a trigger warning. I probably should. I always forget to put my banner up anyway. Trigger warning. All right, now let me get back over. So this is in regards to the 4-month-old. On the 15th day of September 2019, 4-month-old, I'm not going to say the name, C, the 4-month-old son was treated at the White River Medical Center for a lower extremity injury. From this visit, it was determined that the child was suffering from a fracture of the left femur. Along with this finding, the hospital noted bruising to the face of the child. White River Medical Center's report also lists the child as being at a severe sepsis risk from injuries. At initial contact with medical staff, the mother and father of C provided that 2 days prior, C's leg had become stuck in their kitchen sink during a bathing, and while freeing the foot, that is when the injury supposedly occurred. The child was later transported to the Arkansas Children's Hospital for further treatment. A doctor with the Arkansas Children's Hospital noted that C suffered from an acute displaced transverse fracture of the left femoral hopefully I'm pronouncing most of this stuff right, femoral diaphysis, as well as 4 separate injuries of the face and ears. The doctor's report provides that there was no plausible explanation given for the child's injuries and lists the injuries as being consistent with blunt force trauma, which is consistent with child harm. Sergeant Zach Rollins confirmed with the doctor that the child did not display any type of injury to the lower left foot or ankle, which would be consistent with a twisting or pulling injury from a fixed object, which means it could have happened when they were trying to supposedly get the child's leg out of unstuck from the drain. On the 24th of September 2019, Sergeant Zach Rollins with the Independence County Sheriff's Department conducted a residential search at the address. The search confirmed the residence, just gives the residence contained 2 sinks, one being a residential double bowl kitchen sink, the second being a single bowl bathroom vanity with a fixed stopper. The kitchen sink was a common stainless steel sink with a fixed drain, which would prevent a child's foot from entering. Due to Mr. Day and his wife's actions, confirming the child's injury days prior to seeking medical attention, which engaged in conduct creating a substantial risk of death or serious physical injury to the child. The Independence County Sheriff's Office is asking that both the mother and Gary Day be charged with endangering the welfare of a minor in the 1st degree, which is a Class D felony. So that was the story for the 4-month-old. And I believe he did, I'm trying to remember, he did plead, I believe plead guilty, and I can't remember what sentence he got, if any. But yeah, he's not, that was just the 4-month-old. Let me see. Chris says, yes, I've seen the new pictures of them and I can't stand him. Yeah. Absolutely. Dandy says, I hope this has a happy ending. Yes, ma'am. I can't check it right at this moment because I'm using my phone. I got StreamYard on my phone, but I will check it. Excuse me. If you have something you sent me, you can put the link in the chat. Yeah, sounds like a swell guy, huh? He could be trying to change his appearance, but I mean, I don't know. I guess he could put a toupee on or something and grow some facial hair. That's about it. Um, uh, right, let me see if I can find. Give me 1 minute. Because he also did have a charge for the 4-year-old son. Let me see if I can find it. Uh, okay, so this court documents is in reference to the 4-year-old son at the time. On 7/6/2023, Detective Harris was assigned the case. The victim's mother, who is Gary Day's wife, made a report on 7/5/2023. She stated that on 7/2/2023, her husband Gary Day admitted that while she was at work, the mother was at work, he lost it, grabbed their 4-year-old son, or maybe this is the same one because it's the same name. C was climbing on the entertainment center. He was in the bathroom eating toothpaste. Uh, the mother stated that when Gary got onto the child, he ended up leaving marks on his left arm and shoulder. The bruising seen on his arm matched that of one grabbing hard and squeezing tightly. FTO Starks observed the bruises on the child and asked him what happened. The child said, quote, "My dad hurt my arms by accident." On 7/11/2023, Detective Harris was able to contact the child's mother. An interview with a forensic interviewer was set up at the Wade Knox Advocacy Center in Lone Oak. Detective Harris was present during the interview. During the interview, C was shown a diagram of a male and female, a diagram. He was then asked which diagram looked like him. He pointed to the male. The child was asked to name different body parts on the diagram that were being pointed to by the interviewer. Once the body parts were named, the child is asked to point to the parts where Gary hurt him. The child pointed to the diagram and then grabbed his left arm and shoulder. The child mentioned that he didn't like it when his daddy, Gary, grabbed him like that. Throughout the interview, the child mentions that Gary gets mad and turns into, quote, the Hulk. The child stated that when he does this, it scares the child. When asked what happens, the child states that Gary punches the house. The child is asked if Gary has ever hurt him before. The child stated yes. The child also explains that Gary has grabbed him outside before. The child did not disclose any other information during this interview. Once the interview was concluded, Detective Harris spoke with the mother. The mother told Detective Harris what she has witnessed and why it took her a couple of days before she made her report. The mother stated that she had other photos of the child from the 2nd of July of 2023. She also stated that there was a video that she took with her phone of Gary yelling and cussing at both children. Oh, so it's two children. So one starts with the C. There's a C and an N. I'm not going to say the children's name. So there is a video. She has a video on her phone of Gary Day yelling and cussing at both of the children, the 4-year-old and the 2-year-old N. In the video, Gary is speaking loudly. He states, quote, "Shut the F up, N." The mother then asks Gary, quote, "What's your problem?" To which Gary states that he needs to sleep. He continues to speak on how he had a headache and every few minutes he would be woken up. In the video, Gary is heard speaking to C. The video shows Gary in C's room. C is laying on the bed crying. Gary is bent over pointing at the child while speaking aggressively towards him. Gary is heard telling the child, "I effing told you not to wake me up. Did I tell you that? Then why did you do it?" Gary stops talking to the C and the video goes dark. Gary is then heard telling the mother to get out of here. Gary says he is again, but this time he yells. He then stated that he was leaving. Shortly after the video begins to show part of the house again, a noise is heard. Grace, the mother, says, "Ow." Gary continues to talk and the video ends. Detective Harris attempted to contact Gary to get his side of the story. Detective Harris received a call from an attorney, and the attorney stated that Gary has hired him or did hire him, and that he advised Gary not to speak with Detective Harris. So that's just the two, I believe, the two main DV charges against his children. And I believe he pleaded nola contendere or whatever that means. He took a plea basically in those cases. Just he is a horrible, horrible person. Horrible. Yep, JP says, "I've got no words to describe this wacko." Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah, Paula, he was charged. He took some kind of, I can't remember exactly now. I remember reading in the court documents. He took a plea and basically got a slap on the wrist, basically. Yes, Dandy says, "So not only is he a pedo, he already abused other small children." Yep, not comforting at all. So that makes me obviously very, very scared for Sophia's baby. Very, very possible. Who knows with this lunatic? Who knows? So far, he seems to like the girls, but you never know. You never know. So yeah, he is a real piece of crap. JP says he's equivalent to a pinto bean. I wouldn't insult pinto beans like that, but I get what you're saying. Yes, Chris. Chris says he is a confirmed loser with a big L right on the forehead. As Paula agrees, absolutely. So it is, I mean, just imperative that find this POS and get Sophia and her baby, unborn baby, home safe ASAP. Let me see if I can find any other any if I can spell if anything new has come out. I don't see any new. Everything, all the information I can find is just from 5 and 6 days ago. I'm not seeing any newer information. Yes, Paula, he was charged with what I say, first and second degree battery. He basically made a plea deal, and I don't think if he served any time, it was very little time. He basically pleaded no contest to the charges. So let me see. I don't know if I. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I can find. Um, see if I can find. Let's see. No plea, nola prosec. I can't pronounce this. Nola prosecui. Class C felony, domestic battery, second degree. Class C felony is what he was charged with. Disposition, nola, prosequi, whatever that means. Let me see if I can find. The arrest warrant. I'm trying to find the judgment. I don't know. I've heard that nola prosequi, however you pronounce that. Let me see if I can find my oh, it's on my other. I got two different browsers here. Yeah, Dandy says he's going to be serving some time once they catch him. Absolutely. Let's hope so. Let's throw, my personal opinion, I hope they throw him under the jail. Let me see if I can find my, close all that out. I'm going to my case search site for court documents. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I accept. Okay, let me do this one. Oh, that's not the right one. Maybe this one's it. 1 second, guys, I promise. He pled guilty to endangering the welfare of a minor, first degree. Just as disposition nola prosequi. He got probation, basically 72 months of probation, if I'm reading this correctly. Sentences, probation 72 months. So basically he got probation for pleading guilty to endangering the welfare of a minor, first degree. He got probation. And I believe that was the 4-month-old. Let me see if I can find the other one. Let's see. So for the domestic battery 2nd degree, which I believe was on the 4-year-old, it says there's no plea. Once again, that nolle prosequi, no sentence. So I don't understand that. Hold on, let me see if I can. So apparently there was no plea and no sentence on that one. I don't understand that, but and there's no documents for me to available to look at. Let me see what this says. I want to know what this nolle prosequi means, because it just says State of Arkansas versus Gary Day. It is ordered a judge that the above styled criminal action against Gary Day is nolle prosequi based on the state's request. It is so ordered. Anyway, I don't know about all these most of these legal terms, but at least with the 4-month-old, he pled guilty to 1st-degree battery and was given probation. 72 months probation was all he was given for that. So yeah, he's a piece of you know what. All right, let's see. All right, guys, we've been on here for 2 hours. Oh, well, okay. Thank you, Dandy. Dandy says you can read it down the screen. I'm pronouncing it wrong. Is a Latin phrase that means to be unwilling to prosecute. So that means they were unwilling to the prosecutor's office, whoever makes the decision, was unwilling to prosecute him in the case of the 4-year-old. Dandy says, thank you, Dandy says, it's a legal entry made by a prosecutor or plaintiff to stop a criminal or civil case. So apparently in the 4-year-old's case, which was the one where he had bruises on the shoulders. He said Daddy yelled at him and grabbed him by the shoulders. That was the one that they were not willing to prosecute. And then, like I said, in the 4-month-old with the broken leg, he pleaded guilty. Got 72 months probation for that, and that's it. So, unbelievable.